students. I hope you all are absolutely well and staying safe at your home. So, students, today I am Poonam Sharma going to present the part 2 of learner centric online teaching. So, in my earlier video, I have discussed this model, and in that video I have shared my views about the learning dialogues that comprises content plus reflection spot, and I have mentioned about that you are supposed to identify the pause points in a lecture in order to identify the topics and the chunks that constitute an LED. This is an LED, and then to identify the points in an LED where you want to provide learner engagement and connect by introducing the reflection spots. So LED includes content, and that content should be divided in various chunks, and the next is it must be followed by a reflection spot. You have asked about that where to insert reflection spot. So it may be in the beginning of the LED, or in some cases you may introduce it in the middle of your LED, and in some cases it may be introduced towards the end of the LED. So all of these are fine. But one point you need to keep in your mind that it is necessary to close the loop for the learner, and for that you need to provide a commentary on what could be the different responses that the learners have given in the content that follows the reflection spot. And this must ensure that an LED is a truly a dialogue between the instructor and the learner, and not simply a one-way transmission of information. So in this video I am going to talk about this element of the LCM model, and this element is learning by doing. So I am going to take my screen to the full, and just give me 1 minute. So we have discussed this in our last lecture. Now we are going to talk about LBD. What is LBD? So LBD is a formative assessment activity which is designed by an instructor for students to self-check their level of concept. So it's a formative assessment activity where the students are supposed to self-check their level of concept attainment, or for them to immediately apply the concepts that they have just seen and they have just learned in the LED, all for integration of various concepts and various parts of the module which is given in the MOOC model. So what is that? It includes activities and which is supported by a constructive feedback. Generally, what you have seen when you are going to be involved in certain activity or the quizzes, what have you observed? Teachers have simply given you, yes, you are correct or you are wrong. They do not provide you, they generally do not provide you constructive feedback that why answer A was incorrect or why answer B was correct. So, in customized constructive feedback needed to be provided, and the students definitely wait for the rapid feedback, and it should be very specific and constructive, and it will definitely guide them to improve their learning. So it can be this feedback can be designed by the instructor, and it is provided by the platform such as feedback for various options of multiple choice questions LBD. It may be the Google form, or I think you must have heard about the Desmos. So from there you can give the feedback to the students where you create the quizzes for them. So LBD is learning by doing activity in which students are given various activities and after responding to the various activities, they have to check, they have to do self check, and they have to apply the LEDs in the activities, and teachers are supposed to give the constructive feedback to each and every learner. Now here's a reflection spot for you. You are supposed to think about the difference between a learning by doing activity and a regular multiple choice question. So I'm going to give you few seconds. Once you are able to get the answers of this question, you may resume the video. Dear learners, you might have come across with various answers. So here I am going to show you the answers that you might have thought. So LBD provides the feedback to the learners, but the quizzes are conducted to grade the learner. LBD tells about where the student stood wrong or right, and it simply says correct or incorrect. And LBD guides the learner on what she or he could do to improve the understanding, because every answer is supported by a constructive feedback, but quiz does not do so. And LBDs appear right after the content LEDs, not only at the end of the module, but it is generally conducted at the completion of the module. So these are the major answers that you might have even thought. So I have just simply tried to show you this could be the answers. Next, I am going to talk about the dynamism or dynamics of the learning by doing. So what, see, when we are going to present any video, we need to cater, we need to take care of the needs of diverse learners. So in order to cater to their needs, certain learners wants to show some graphical, they want to have or look on some graphical representations. So here with this, they will be able to understand what is LBD. In the LBD, instructor creates certain activities, and these activities are to be performed individually or it may be performed in a group. Students or learners are going to give, they have to perform it. After that, they are going to receive customized constructive feedback from the instructor or the creator, and it may be given to the individual or it may be given to the group. Next, we will talk about when should an instructor design LBD activities. So when you are going to design LBD activities, it all depends on the learning goals. What are the goals? The goal could be the concept attainment, or the learning goals could be the application of learning, like whatever you have learned from the previous LED, the learner should apply that learning, or in the various LEDs, through the various LEDs, if learner wants to integrate the knowledge, so at that point also you can create learning by doing activities for the learners. So how can you create it? Just have a look on that. But before going to that, I am going to have one more reflection spot for you, and that is you are supposed to uh, list two commonly available formats of activities that you have seen or you have encountered on online platforms. So I think you must have, these could be the varied answers. You might have seen multiple choice questions or drop downs, textbook activities, drag and drop downs, and the math expressions. These could be the commonly available formats available on the online platforms. I'm going to show you like this kind of format you might have seen. This kind of format. From there you need to drag it and students are supposed to give answers. So this is the most commonly or the most important drag and drop down activity which is seen, and through that LBD can be created. It may be for the image to image, or just have a look at it. Drop one, you have to look at this, watch, and drag and drop one. It's it shows what it shows. 5 past, you have to find out what is it. Then when you are going to have it, then you need to drop it here. It's is available here, to drag 4 यहाँ आ गया. Then drop one, you need to find, it should be 5 past 6. So 5 should be here, then past should be here, and 6 should be here. Then it will be completed. It's just an example. You may create according to your module or according to your subject. Next is, what is constructive customized feedback? It is definitely going to help the learner to understand why his or her answer is incorrect, and this provide an opportunity to reason through it also. So it should address diversity and point out exactly what different learners should do to reach towards the correct reasoning or correct answers. So it can be like this, because this is my answer that I have given when I was attending a MOOC. So this was the answer. So I have scored 0.5. But why I have scored 0.5? So constructive feedback has been received by me, by the instructor, and is the this is the feedback. See, I have suppose I have chosen only B, and I forgot to choose D. So I have scored partial 0.5, but they are going to show me the references that I have to look at the reflection spot, where they have shown me certain video, and through that video I get to know the actual difference between the chunking and the reflection spot. So here I am going to reason through it that why my answers were wrong. Okay, and they are going to give that A and C are incorrect options, chunking and reflection spot are different. A is not correct since chunking is a cut point. See, every point has been explained here. So accepted answers have also been provided. These are the accepted answers. So in that way, we should provide the feedback to the learner so that he can find out the where he is lagging behind. Okay, and we should not give direct answers, yes, you are correct or you are wrong. But why are you correct and why are you wrong? The focus should be on that. Next, we will talk about the other element of MOOC model, that is what is an LXT. LXT is Learning Extension Trajectory. It is provided to aid the instructor for challenging diversity. So, see, where we are going to face diverse learners on the online platform, and instructor think that we should definitely cater to the needs of all kinds of learners. So, LXT is Learning Extension Trajectory, which means if anything if learner wants to have extra knowledge about it, so teacher should or the instructor should provide all sort of facilities or resources to the learners. So wide variety of learning resources are being provided through the LXT. And after the, it is not over here. When you are going to provide various resources to the learner, you must conduct immediate assimilation quiz. This is mandatory for the LXT. If you are not going to conduct it, it means the possibility of looking at these resources becomes zero. Students are not going to have look on that. So these LXT may be any video, it may be any links, it may be any pages or research papers, it may be any ebooks or etc. So next is why we are focusing on assimilation quiz activity, because when you are going to provide these resources to learners, suppose let's take an example. You just simply think that your lecture was very interesting and you got to know that students are keenly interested in knowing more. So for that, you simply give the USB or a pen drive to the learner that you just have the extra material from this pen drive and download it in your desktop or in anywhere wherever they want to download. And there is a probability of there is very less probability of looking at these resources, because students might not find it, they may forget it, or they find that no, there is no need. But if you create the assimilation quiz, in that quiz what you do, you in that quiz When you provide the web links, documents, activities, videos, and others to the students, you just simply say that each and every question that you are going to ask or you are going to put in the quiz pertains to each and every resource. Like question number one may pertain to web link, question number two may pertain to video, or it may pertain to document. So it all means every question should pertain to each and every resource. And when you conduct that quiz, so there is a possibility that at least one resource could be seen by the learner. So that's why लर्निंग एक्सटेंशन ट्रेजेक्ट्रीज जो हैं वो स्टूडेंट्स को सिंपल ऐसे ही प्रोवाइड नहीं करनी चाहिए. आफ्टर दैट व्हेन यू प्रोवाइड इट, आप उन्हें कहिए कि 1 वीक में या नेक्स्ट डे या विद इन 3 डेज मैं एक क्विज कंडक्ट करवाऊंगी थ्रू द टेस्मोस और थ्रू द गूगल फॉर्म और एनी प्लेटफॉर्म, एंड जिसमें मैं क्वेश्चन जो पूछूंगी वो इन्हीं रिसोर्सेज से रिलेटेड है. तो ही हम ये जान पाएंगे कि यस स्टूडेंट्स ने इन रिसोर्सेज को, इन लर्निंग एक्सटेंशन ट्रेजेक्टरीज को रीड किया है या देखा है. Next, we are going to talk about LXI. LXI this is the fourth and most important element of MOOC model, and this is all about the creating a focus question. When the question about the content is presented to drive the discussion, means instructor is required to create a focus question, and for that when he is going to create a focus question on discussion forum, so all the learners are going to be a part of that questions. They are going to discuss it, and they are going to create the discussion threads, and which must be regulated by a instructor. ऐसा ना हो कि जो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है उस पर बातें नहीं हो रही हैं पीयर्स में, पीयर्स के टॉपिक कुछ और जनरेट हो रहे हैं. So in order to regulate this mechanism, focus question should be created. Okay, once you are done with that, when you create, then after that, this is not LXI. LXI completes when you are going to insert the reflection quiz. Reflection quiz, suppose एक focus question दिया गया और उस क्वेश्चन के ऊपर मिस्टर ए एंड मिस्टर वाई में बहुत अच्छे से डिस्कशन हुआ. तो रिफ्लेक्शन क्विज में हम ये डाल सकते हैं कि what was discussed between A and Y. So इसके थ्रू हम ये जान पाएंगे कि all the learners on the platform, they have seen the discussion or they were the part of the discussion thread. Okay, so so ये जो एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होता है स्कैटर को अवॉइड करने के लिए. सो व्हेनेवर दी जो भी फोकस क्वेश्चन क्रिएट किया जाता है उसका मेन फोकस यही रहता है कि जो डिस्कशन थ्रेड्स हैं वो फोकस क्वेश्चन के आसपास ही रहें, कहीं उससे दूर ना चली जाए. ओके, so these are the major 3 elements of LXI: focus question, discussion, and the reflection quiz. Now you may pause the video and write down what could be one particular challenge which is addressed by these 3 elements of LXI. And after you are done, you may resume the video. Dear learner, let's just have a look at possible answers for all the points which we had asked in the reflection spot. The focus question anchors the discussion. It avoids the scatter which can happen otherwise, meaning that the learners are forced to point their discussion post to the question which is asked, and thereby it sets a very clear deliverable. And the discussion threads exposes the learners to the versatile viewpoints because others are also sharing their views, so we can be exposed to various viewpoints, and it steers the discussion along the productive channels because you can find all the related threads at one point now. and this definitely encourage participation in the threads of that particular interest for every learner who is trying to access the discussion forum. So in the end, the reflection quiz provides a perfect closure to this activity, and it also incentivizes the engagement of the learners by making them visit the discussion and answering the quiz questions. So in short, I can say that LXI cultivates peer learning via focus question. Okay, so this is all about this model. I hope that you are going to find it very interesting, and this is the dynamics of discussion threads like LXI. So instructor creates focus question. It uh, creates the discussion threads among the peers. They read and they write, read and write, and in the group also they read it and they write. But every answer should be pointed towards this. इससे अलग आंसर्स या व्यू पॉइंट्स जो भी आ रहे हैं वो इससे अलग नहीं होने चाहिए. And this discussion threads must be followed by a reflection quiz. And in that reflection quiz, you may ask what was discussed among that and that learner. So I must say that definite takeaway for all of you is to ensure that you leverage peer learning in the discussion forum by anchoring the discussions and incentivizing this participation by adding a reflection quiz at the end. So I hope you are going to find it interesting, and I wish you are going to have happy learning, have fun, and push yourself towards each and every kind of learning. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.